Good morning and welcome to VLOG19. It is the 30th of December and I've taken a well-earned break just over the Christmas period. I hope you all had a fantastic time. For us, very much quality time with the family and nice to take a little break. So here we are, start of a new week. Like I say, it's the Monday the 30th. It's early, so I've got the main job to do today. But let's have a quick recap of where we are in terms of the store. So in terms of parts, we're now at 307,000. So I've made it over the 300,000 mark, and it's been like that now for a good few days. I managed to get just a couple of uploads done the back end of last week. Just had a bit of sort of free time and managed to squeeze that in. So it's good to reach that little milestone. I think the next one will be 350,000. So give me a couple of weeks and hopefully we'll be there. So with that gives us an increase. Let me have a look. Nearly 9,000, I think, nearly 9,000 parts on the last time we checked. And the lot count is at 12,626, and that's an increase of about 75 on a fortnight ago. Feedback remains the same. Let's go over here. Feedback's the same at 4,963. That's only an increase of 24. And the orders are at 8927. It's been fairly quiet the last couple of weeks. I think obviously with having a few days off with being a bit poorly, and then Christmas week itself, although we did get 4 orders on Christmas Day, the orders have been a little bit quiet, so let's hope that January turns that around. Okay, so that's just a recap. YouTube, we're at 575. That's been growing quite nicely. 24 is the increase over the last couple of weeks, so not bad. And we're getting very, very close to the 3,000 views that we need to achieve the first part of monetization of the YouTube channel. So that's really good as well. I'm hoping that will be possibly this week, but then I think it then takes YouTube maybe 2 or 3 weeks to actually activate it. So we'll see. But there's another milestone to reach after that, so we've just got to keep plugging away at it. So what orders have we got? Obviously I've not been doing any filming for the orders that we've had for the last week, but I have been getting orders out. I started I think it was last Friday, day after Boxing Day, and then dispatched again on Saturday. I've had one order go that's been paid for Canada, but the Royal Mail website won't allow you to ship to Canada at the moment. I was in the monthly BRICKS meeting last night, and one of the guys on the call said that it should be changing from today. So I'm going to see if I can get that out this morning. So in terms of orders, we had one quite large one last night. I was bought quite a lot of these black 2x4 wings, both left and right, and then the larger version, what are they, the 3B6, and again left and right. So nice to see those going, because I've had those for quite a while. And then just some other bits, including this shark. It is the complete version. There's the head. So that's good. That's a small parcel going out, and we've got a simple sticker sheet that needs wrapping up, and the rest of the orders are just some sort of again general parts. This one's got some nice printed tiles in it. I think they're all Harry Potter related. There we go. And then these two, well, there's one minifigure accessory and some tiles, and then again, another minifigure accessory. That's from a Marvel figure. So I've got to get all those packed up and off to the post office before I start the main job. Kids are still off school, don't have to worry about a school run. So I will get cracking. Good morning, it's Tuesday and it's New Year's Eve. And just following on from yesterday's issue with the order going to Canada, it wouldn't work again on click and drop. It still came up saying there's no service available. But this morning I've just logged in and there is now a message saying that all the services have been reinstated and we can now post to Canada. So I'll get that order finished off and added to today's orders. I think I've actually got an order going out today that's going to be a small parcel. There's only a couple of orders that came in last night, but two pretty decent orders actually. So I'll go with the one with the small parcel. Mixture of new and used. If you're afraid of spiders, look away now. Little red spider in there. Can't quite work out what it is, but I think maybe some sort of dragon, because this dragon's head. So that's what's making it a small parcel. So nice to see that going out. And a few sort of unusual parts in that order. And then the second order, predominantly white and mainly, I think actually it's all new. Lots of white superBRICKS, loads of different sizes. We've got the 1B16s, I think there's there 1B12s, we've got 1B1s, 1B6s, 1B2s, like 1B10s maybe, and then some of the column type ones, two different sizes. So a nice order that. I would have said some sort of winter scene, but normally you'd get those before Christmas, but you know, it might still be for something like that, so all good. So we'll get those packaged up and out. In terms of yesterday, I suppose everyone's still on holiday mode. So last night I spent a bit of time with the family again, and didn't really do a lot. I have started to build up another Brickstore file here. I'll just turn this light on. Just some used wheels, and then I found some new wheels. So I've started to go through some of that. The drawer I found did need a little bit of washing, as they were used. So that's going through that process. I've still got some new bulk here that I'm working on, and hopefully I'll have a file soon for upload. But I'm not quite sure what's going to happen tonight. It is New Year's Eve. We are dog sitting for some friends tonight, so I think we'll be spending a little bit of time with them and making sure they're okay with the fireworks that we expect to be going off tonight. Anyone with a dog will know that they're not fans of fireworks, so we'll be directing our attention towards them, I think. So I'm going to sign off for now. I probably won't do any more recording today, so at this point I wish you all a happy new year. I know the vlog will come out afterwards, but happy new year to you all, and I'll see you shortly. Good evening and welcome to 2025. Hope you all had a great New Year's Eve. We had a quiet one, which has meant that I've managed to get some stuff done today. So I've been to the container just to grab another couple of the Rayco units, because I only had one left, and another of the really useful drawers down there. That's because that contains something that's been asked for on the East Midlands Lego Hire Facebook group. Someone's asked for a specific part, so that was really easy to get hold of, so I managed to get them, and they're now part of the 1,000 or so parts that are in this file. I think it's just over 110 lots, 1,000 parts, roughly £70, but I've not updated the prices just yet. So I'm going to work on that next and try and get that uploaded. The wife has been in, my wife, I should say. Get in trouble for saying the wife. She's been in and she has picked the orders that have come in. We've had 10 orders, most of them quite small actually, not huge value, but 10 orders all the same, and always welcome. Just spotted that. That's off the Porsche Technic set. They don't sell very often at all, so nice to see that one going. It looks like it's just a single part in that order, so I think someone's probably replacing a sun damaged piece, I would reckon. What else have we got? I've not actually seen these orders myself. Some spare parts in there, a minifigure torso. Looks like a fire person. What have we got over there? Just a single flag piece. Looks like there's some tan base plates there, a minifigure set of legs, and a couple of the wing pieces. This looks like a Technic order. Various bits and pieces in there. These don't sell very often. That's another unusual Technic piece. I've forgotten which set that came out of, but someone's obviously bought a few there. Then we've got some hinge pieces there, and we've got a Star Wars droid in this order. What have we got here? This looks a bit more interesting. It looks like we've got Thor's hammer, one of the little micro figures, and an owl going out. This order, again, some Technic pieces in there. And finally, this order here, lots of minifigures going out in here. Looks like a mixture of used and new. This one, definitely one of the Brick Arena figures. A city one in there. And what else have we got? Some other minifigure accessories in there. Some of those satin, look like they're are they octagonal? Maybe a hexagonal. A couple of chests, and nice to see these pieces going. These are the ramps that connect to the train track, so it's like a roll on roll off type thing, maybe for trams or something. So good to see those going out. Must be part of a Lego city. So as well as getting the 1,000 parts added into the store, I've got 10 orders there to be packed. I'm not sure if I've had any others since those came in, but hopefully we might just get another couple of orders tonight, just to get the value to where it needs to be. I'm thinking maybe in 2025 I might set myself some targets to reach, but I'm not sure. I think there are other New Year's resolutions that I should probably be focusing on, but we'll see. But back to the day job tomorrow, so I won't have a lot of time in the morning. Well, I might do. The kids are still off school, so I don't have to do the school run, but I'd much rather, I think, get that packed up tonight, so I'm not having to worry about time or anything in the morning, and then I'll probably focus on this. And that's about it for today. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning, it's Thursday and only a couple of days left of the normal working week. I just wanted to sort of show that Brickhouse had a tremendous start to the year. I've had 9 orders, not huge values, but 9 orders all the same, which is actually more than Bricklink. There was only 8 orders on Bricklink yesterday and the day before, so 9 versus 8. Well done, Brickhouse. So after last night's picking and packing, we were left with 5 orders. 4 of them came in either just as I was picking all those other orders or just afterwards, and then 1 overnight. So what have we got? This one looks like quite a few pieces from sort of the vintage sort of space theme. We've got these thick rubber wheels, the original transparent cones without the the little step. Recognise this piece from the sort of 80s space Lego and some of the original tyres. And there we go, there's the matching wheels that go with it. And then some new pieces at the end. A couple of plates and a Technic piece there. So that's that order. That was I think the largest order in terms of lots. And we've got some general pieces in here, getting a mixture of used and new. Nice to sell one of these little jewels. Hundreds came from Brick Arena. Then we got some Technic pieces in here, and some of these black wheels. Again, recognise that stock from Brick Arena. And in this last order, this was something that we only uploaded the other day. This dark green feather plume. Brick Arena stock again. And a packet of these orange sort of web shooter type things. Flames and all sorts. So there we go, so 5 orders in overnight. So I'll get those packed up and off to the post office. And just last night I did finish off that Brickstore file, and I've managed to finish off the rest of that Rayco unit now. So that's all empty. The file's nearly ready. This was all used. So just for a bit of something different, I added in some of my own stock, these smaller pots here. They came out of one of these units. Still got quite a few of these to go through. Try and empty them out, try and get the stock all in, and that will hopefully free up some space down here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap them out with Brick Arena. As you can see there, they're slightly larger. Hopefully I'll get them to fit in there properly, but we'll see. And then I'm going to use this space here for my smaller ones, and try and fill them up with lots of the smaller parts. But that's the long-term plan. We'll see how we get on. Good afternoon, it's Thursday, and I'm playing a bit of catch-up actually. I'm just looking at some of the comments that have been left on VLOG19. And this first one came in from Rob, who says he's got a small store which he's trying to grow, but one thing he struggles with is an efficient method to manage uploads where there is an existing item already in stock. Anything you can show would be great. So I thought I would take the opportunity with this Brickstore file that I was working on. It's just the last bit of the used from the Rayco unit. So Rob, I'm hoping that you do use Brickstore. If you don't, I do recommend it. It's free to use. If you just Google Brickstore and download it onto your computer, there are different versions if you're an Apple user or a Windows user. So install the right one, and then I think all you have to do is put in a username and password for Bricklink. I think that's all it requires for it to connect. But it is fairly simple to use. So I'll take you through what I've been doing with these new files that we've been creating for I'm just trying to adjust the camera for these new files that I've been creating from the Brick Arena stock. So I've taken obviously a Rayco unit. I was looking at the drawers, starting here with drawer number 1771. I'm not sure if you can see that properly on the camera, and you can see that that's in the remarks column. So it's remarks that we use for all of our inventory. So what I need to do first of all is highlight all of the rows. So I'm just going to use Control A. If you're familiar with Windows, then Brickstore does use all the sort of standard Windows commands for copying and pasting and things like that. So I'm going to right click on the remarks column. I'm just going to clear these because obviously they're from Brick Arena. They're not my remarks. And I'm also going to do the same with the lot ID just so that it's cleared up. So now I've got this file and all of the items are here in front of me. They're just in the original drawer units that came from Brick Arena. So I've taken the labels out, so they're all blank. But there you can see the first couple of items is the magnet and coupler, and there they are in the drawer. And then these other Ninjago spinner rings and the orange half round plate. Okay, and that obviously carries on. Now these are all in order, the same order that's in the new file. And let's put the camera down. So the next step that I follow is updating the prices. So again, I'm just going to Control A, and up here there's a little icon, looks like a $ with the little Bricklink logo, and this is for setting your prices. So the first thing I'm going to do is set them all to the current average price based on the last 6 months sales. Once I've uploaded the file, and probably, you know, on an evening when I've got a bit of spare time, I'll use Brickmetrics to reset all the prices back to what I want them to be based on the sell-through rate, but that's a different video. Now this has come back with an error. Something is not available. I don't know which one it is, to be quite honest, because they've all got prices. It's either it can't download it, or we've got the wrong part number, but we might find that later on. I mean, part numbers do change every now and again, but we'll ignore that for now. We'll see what happens later on when we try and upload. So that's set all the prices. The next thing we need to do is update the remarks column to populate this file with the locations of any stock that I've currently already got in the store. And the way to do that is to first of all download your store inventory. Now I've got a little shortcut. It's this icon here. I don't know if we can see that, but to get to that you simply go to File, Import, and then import your Bricklink store inventory, and there you go. It's fairly quick, and this is now my full inventory. We just go back to the file, and again we highlight everything, so Control A, and then we go to Edit and we copy values from document. Okay, so we're going to copy the remarks from the store that we've just downloaded. So on your next screen you'll get to choose an already open document. So if you've got more than one file open, you'll see them listed here, but we simply want to select the store that we've just downloaded from Bricklink. Select next and you'll be given these options. Now this is where you can have a bit of a play. It's up to you which options you choose. There are different ways of doing this. This is my settings. So basically I want to copy in the price, the remark, and the retain flag. Although I don't use retain anymore, but it does allow me to update the retain flag on Bricklink for any stock that I've currently got set to be retained. And then the comments field, I've got it set to merge. So once you're finished, just press finish, and you'll see that certain parts now have a remark. So any item that has a remark means I've already got it in my store, and it gives you obviously the location. And you can see here that the first 4 items are blank, and that means I don't have it in my store. So quite simply, if I don't have it in my store, I go and choose any of my empty Braco drawer units, or any location that I want to put the stock away in. I bring it over to the computer, scan in the barcode so that it populates the remarks, and put the item away. So I'll just pause for a second and I'll go and get a couple of empty trays, and we'll get that stock added in. Okay, so I've got some trays. So let's take these first couple of items. So that's the coupler and the magnet, and I'm going to pop them in here. So we've currently got W05103. So if I just select the remarks column there, oops, and then I'll scan the barcode, and we'll do the same for that one. Easy. The next one is the what are they? Flat silver. I'll just pour these out. So these are the two flat silver. What are these? Ninjago spinner crowns. I've never been a fan of Ninjago, so I don't really know about these. Okay, but we'll pop them in a slightly larger drawer, and we'll put in the trans purple one as well. That can go in there, and we'll get those scanned. Okay, and back there. There we go. So the next item, okay, is the dark blue round plate, which is in 004092. So we simply go and find 004092, and there you go. There's all the others. Can you see that? There's all the others in there, and we just add that in, and that's the stock added back. Now that is one thing that we do consolidate all our lots as much as we can. There are occasions when we don't, and that's only mainly on used items where we describe the condition. So I'm just showing you this example here, 60598. Currently got that in stock, but the ones I've got in stock have got playware. So if the three that I've got down here, I don't have playware, and therefore obviously in a slightly better condition, then I will delete the playware comment, and I will update the remarks here and put them in a different location. And by doing that, when I upload this file to Bricklink will treat that as a brand new lot and therefore won't join them together. And that way it's better than it's a better way of doing it, where we are consolidating all our lots, but where we have a product with different conditions, they're kept separate. And it means you can charge a premium for items that are in better condition. The ones that do have playware or in slightly worse condition, I'll always be a little bit cheaper. Okay, so I'm hoping, Rob, that answers your question. If it doesn't, put another comment down on this video. I'm quite happy to explain again, or go through something in more detail. Just let me know. But hopefully you found that useful. Thank you. So I've just carried on working through the Brickstore file, and I just thought I would highlight what we do in this eventuality. So I'm just looking at part number 92099, and it says I've got it in W01033, okay, which is this drawer here. And as you can see, I've got one of the door hinges in there. However, I need to add in another 7, and it's pretty obvious that they're not going to fit in that drawer. So what do? Take out the one that's already there, and I'm going to get a different container, and I'm going to add all of these into there. Now don't laugh if I drop these, because I'm doing this one-handed, and normally I'd be using 2 hands, and it would be far more efficient Is it going to go in? Yes, look at that. Okay, so now we've got it in a different location. So what I'm going to do with the file is I'm going to overwrite the original location with the new location. And what's really important here is that I've already got my settings on Bricklink that when I do the XML upload, I overwrite the remarks with the remarks from the Brickstore file. So Bricklink will recognize this as an existing item, and it will update that one hinge that I already had on the site. It will update the remarks to W06073 and then add the 7. So if I remember, I will demonstrate that in the next part. Okay, so there we go. That's the completed Brickstore file. All the remarks now have been populated. So we've got draw locations there for everything, and the comments have been updated as well, so that any that have marked as playware are now in the file. So the last thing we need to do now is upload these to Bricklink. So again, we just highlight all of the items. Always helps if you've got focus on the right page. So there we go, that's highlighted them all. And then again, I've got a shortcut here, which is the mass upload XML to clipboard. But again, I think that is under, file and then edit. And then you've got the mass upload. Really important that you choose the upload and not update for what we're doing. Okay, so we hit that copies it to your clipboard, and then it will open up another tab on your browser, and in this window we just simply paste in the XML. Now, as I said earlier, with the remarks, so I want the remarks to overwrite what's already on Bricklink. So I have this ticked. It says consolidate lots by using, and there you go, we've got new remarks. So whatever's in my Brickstore file will become the new remarks for these items. And therefore, once I, because I move something from one location to the other, this will now update that. And I'm just going to go and find that item again. So we were looking at 92099, which is in 006073. So what I might do, if I just open up a new tab and I go to my inventory and I look at 92099, and we scroll down, and there you go. So that's the one I had, and it was in 001033. Okay, so we'll just go back to this tab and we'll now verify the file. So Bricklink will now go through and just make sure everything's all right. Now, I'm just wondering if that one item that had the error earlier will flag. Nope, it looks good. So that's saying we've got 245 items in 59 unique lots, and that matches what we've got in the file. So I'm happy with that, and we can just simply upload. And if we go back to the inventory tab and just refresh this page, there we go. So that's now been updated, 006073, and now we've got 8. So that's worked perfectly. Okay, and the final thing I do with these is I always save the Brickstore files on my computer, just in case if at any point I need to refer back to them, I can. I just save them as the date and then the upload for that particular day. So today's the first file I've uploaded. Not always guaranteed that I'll do more than one file, but sometimes I do, depending on how much free time I get. So the final thing to do is close that down, and I'll go and check the orders. Good morning, it's Friday and nice to see the end of the week. Just 3 orders that came in overnight, nice and simple. I think just 25 of these slope tiles, and then we've got some light bluish grey bricks, modified bricks, mixture of used and new, and then this little fella, I think one of the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Sold for £7, so nice to see that going. But just the 3 orders today, so a bit of a quiet start. Last night I carried on another Rayco unit, managed to get just half of it done. It's all used, so I've checked every single piece just to make sure everything's all good. Some lots of good quantities in there. So already there's over 1,500 parts in this file. It's not quite yet finished. Still got a bit more room over here to fill. So I'm not sure if I'll get any of that done today. I might have an opportunity before work. But I think lunchtime today, I'm going to have to get a set ready for East Midlands Lego hire. It is Friday, and traditionally we do new set Friday. Now, I've not done a new set for the last few weeks, primarily just because of Christmas, taking a bit of time back. Obviously, I've been poorly. Sounds like I'm making lots of excuses, but I do have some new sets that are ready. Well, they're not ready yet, but I've got a couple of new sets that are in stock, and I just need to get them ready to go out and hire. So I think I should do that at lunchtime today. And see if we can launch a new set for East Midlands Lego hire. Last night I also managed to get a little bit of coding done on Brickmetrics. As is always the case, you solve one problem and then you come across another challenge. Let's call it a challenge. I think I've got a solution. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've got a solution, but it's just going to take me a bit more time to get it coded. But again, it's one of those things where, you know, it's right to spend the amount of time to get it right, you know, rather than trying to do something that's a little bit sort of hacky and a bit not good for the long term. So I need to do it right from the start. So yeah, I've got a feeling it might delay things, which is a bit of a shame. I'll just have to see how much time I can dedicate to the coding, but we'll see. So yeah, another busy day. Let's get cracking. Okay, so that's the orders all packed away, and it looks like I do have quite a bit of time before I have to go to the post office and get ready for the day job. So I thought I'll make a start on getting the next set ready for East Midlands Lego hire. So this week it's going to be set number 10335, the Endurance, and it looks absolutely spectacular. There's over 3,000 pieces in the set. So job number 1 is just empty the contents of the box and put all the bags in numerical order. So there are 28 bags in this set, so pretty big. So I've got them all laid out. I've got the labels printed off. We've got the instructions over here, and what look like the sales in a brown paper bag there. And then you always get a couple of extra bits that they don't think fit in these for some reason. I don't really know. So I've got my new plastic bags. I've got a few different sizes depending on how many pieces in the bag. Always use a trusty plastic tray to measure them out. If it fits in that tray, it will fit in that bag. If it overflows, it'll go in the next bag. Nice and easy, dead simple to do. So it's now just a matter of going through the 28 bags, ripping them open, emptying the contents out, including the little one inside if you get one, and making up the new bags for the set. Now, obviously what that means is I won't be building it. In fact, I haven't built any of the sets that we hire out with East Midlands Lego Hire. I just simply don't have time. I'd love to sit there and build it, but you know, for me that's, you know, 5 or 6 hours out of my day that, you know, obviously at the moment is spent doing other parts of the Lego business. So I think at some point in the long future, maybe when I retire, I might get an opportunity to build some of these sets. Some of them I've got no interest in, but some of the Star Wars ones especially, you know, I do fancy building at some point, but we'll see. So I'll make a start on this, and like I say, I'll finish it off at lunchtime, and then get the set ready to go out. If I'm really lucky, I might have this finished this morning, but we'll see. Let's get cracking. Good morning, it's Saturday, and it's the final weekend of the school holidays for the kids. So it's all about prepping school uniforms, and I think taking down the Christmas decorations and doing a lot of sorting out and tidying up. I think that's the plan for the weekend. The weather's not looking too great, so I think we'll be indoors. So we've had 8 orders in overnight. This first one is from a watcher of the channel. So thank you, Chris, for your order. Here it is, all picked. We'll get that packed for you shortly. What else have we got? We've got one of the old space sirens. In fact, they might have been used in some city sets as well. I can't remember which one that came from, but I got an order for one of those. Just some general part stuff. This one is a whole mixture of used and new. Lots of transparent colours and metallic silver in there, and even a little piece off Darth Vader. What else have we got over there? Just some, again, just some general parts. So, you know, all in all, not bad. So we'll get these packed up and off to the post office this morning. We've got a couple of sets going out with East Midlands Lego Hire down there. We've got the roller coaster, and from our Pocket Money Plus range, we've got 76419, the Hogwarts Castle and Grounds. Now, the main difference with the Pocket Money ranges is the parts are not they're not bagged, so they just come in huge bags like that. The whole idea is that the customer doesn't have to worry about the reverse bagging at the end of the hire. So they're just sort of cheap and cheerful. They're the smaller sets, RRP normally lower than £150. So that set's £15 for 2 weeks. No reverse bagging, just a fun build and an easy takedown. What else have we been doing? So yesterday evening I managed to finish off pulling the parts out for this Brickstore file. I got up to my 100 lots, just over 2,000 items. Made it up with just some bits from some of my own stock, just because of space. So we'll get that finished off maybe later on this afternoon, depending on how we get on with the Christmas decorations. It means I'm about halfway through that Rayco unit, so that'll form the next file, I think. And then YouTube, I was hoping to report that we'd made it to the 3,000 watch hours, which is what I need to get the first part of monetization on YouTube done and dusted. I've not quite reached it, and I think that's because obviously last week I didn't publish any content. So normally on a Friday I get a little bit of a lift in the watch hours, but obviously that's not happened. So it might be another few days, it might even be next week's vlog when I get to the 3,000 watch hours, but we'll see. Anyway, I think that's the update so far today. I still want to do some sorting out in here. I always feel it just looks like a mess, and maybe that should be a New Year's resolution, I don't know. Try and get a bit more organised. Well, no, do you know what? I actually feel organised. I just feel it's just a bit messy. Some of the stuff that's on the side here hasn't even been listed just yet. This is the stuff I'm working through. So, you know, after we've emptied the container, maybe that'll be a nice thing to sort of challenge myself. So let's get cracking anyway. Okay, so I've now put away all of the used parts, and they've all now been uploaded. So there was a couple of thousand parts and 100 lots, so that's all been done. We've also had quite a productive day in the house. We've got all the Christmas decorations down, all stored away, and it's enabled us to have a look at how much space we've got upstairs for bringing some stock back from the container, which is tomorrow's job. And I've had a little bit of a sort out in here as well. You probably can't tell, but those other boxes have now gone from behind there, and it means now I've got much better access to the drawers to put away new bulk. Now, one of the things we've done, I brought back a box from the container the other day that contained these sort of bags. This isn't the original box, but there was all sorts in here, and it was labelled as used bulk, but this is not in the Brickstore file, and I think this was some bulk that Keith had sorted into categories, and so rather than just put this sort of straight in storage, my wonderful wife has gone through these bags. I should say the other bags, these haven't been done just yet, and gone through the process of quality checking, because it is used, sorting them out into type, because they were mixed, so like, you know, a mixed bag of slopes, for instance. Some of them have been colour sorted, but they've all been quality checked now, and they are now ready for me to create a Brickstore file. So she's done quite a lot. She's been quite busy. So there's some slopes there, and then I've got all of this over here. Looks like lots of parts from planes. We've got windscreens, all sorts of canopies, other parts of planes. What else have we got? More slopes. Everyone's nightmare is slopes. You've always got so many of them. But I just kind of thought, rather than just putting them straight away, you know, straight back in the chapel and leaving them there for goodness knows how long, it was quite an easy sort. So some car parts there, and then if I swing round this side, there's another few parts here. So again, sort of more plain parts in there, and some slopes. And then there's these. I've never seen these before. So there's all sorts of different colours of those. There's quite a few black. We've got some teal, or dark turquoise, should I say, white and yellow. I've no idea what they are. They're new on me. So no idea about value, but it does help just, again, quickly put a load of bulk away, fill up some of the space around the other side, you know, and I get another few hundred parts, probably about 50 lots maybe. So we'll get all that put away, and then it's another box completely gone, which is always a bonus. So it is, where are we now? 4:15 on a Saturday afternoon, but I've got to start prepping the evening meal. So I'm going to make a start on that, and then the Brickstore file probably wait till maybe tomorrow, although tomorrow do have planned to go to the container and start bringing back quite a lot. So we've got a bit of a plan for tomorrow, so we're busy with that, and then hopefully busy in the evening with orders, but we'll see. Right, let's get cracking. So just here at the container, it's Sunday morning, and I'm here with my little helper. Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
So, are you going to give me some help if we empty the container today?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll empty the whole container though. What do you reckon?
No.
No, there's quite a lot. but we're going to make a start and get a trip done because we're in the area. So we're going to fill the car up and get it back to the house. Not sure what we're going to fill it in first, but might just see if we can get some of the really useful drawers in and some of the Rayco units and try and maximise the space. Right, let's get cracking. So I'm just back at the house and I've already started to unload the car. But the great thing is a stack of 8 of the really useful drawers fits perfectly within the car, and most of the full units were stacked in 8s. So that's a bit of a result because it fits quite nicely. So I managed to get 4 stacks in here, along with some Rayco units in the middle, and there's a little bit of bulk there in the middle of the car. Now, I just thought I'd show you this one, this Rayco unit. As you can see, there's lots of pieces that have fallen out the back, and this is the advantage of wrapping the Rayco units in the sort of pallet wrap. So kudos to Keith for that. Now, the reason why these have all fallen out is simply because in a sort of haste when these were packed in the van originally, unfortunately some of these were stacked on their backs. Bit of a learning curve for everyone involved, not Keith though, because he pointed it out straight away, but the damage had already been done, and that's why the pieces are loose. It's not the end of the world. Just when we unwrap this particular unit, I'll take extra care for all these pieces that are going to obviously drop out of the back, but we'll get them all put back right. And you know, they'll get added into the store eventually. So not the end of the world, but just something to be wary of if you do stack or purchase another store and you use the Rayco units, or any storage unit for that matter. The stock will fall out the back if you're not careful. So there you go. Right, we'll get the car emptied and then we'll go and have a break for lunch. So there we go. I've done three full car loads. Now from this view, probably doesn't look like I've touched much, but all those really useful drawers have now gone. I've now got it's probably 1 full stack left. Part of it's on top of the table and there's just another few underneath, and then that'll be it for the really useful drawers. I've managed to move pretty much most of the WAM storage boxes. There was a great big stack there, and then there was another great big stack here, so they've all gone. And I've got rid of all the bulk boxes that were in this area here, and a couple from up there. The most notable difference, I suppose, is the Rayco units. I'm down to, I think it's 13 left now, of the standard size, and then I've got 3 of the slightly taller ones there. But that's all been cleared out now as well. So that was 3 car loads. So I've still got plenty of the bulk to move, and then there's the smaller blue storage drawers. I don't know if you can just see them in this box, but there's a box full of them there, and I think both of these boxes are full of them as well. So we're getting there. That's some really good progress today, and I will probably do some more next weekend. Got a bit of sorting out to do at the house. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you very much for watching if you've made it this far. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of other videos available, and I'll still be doing updates obviously on the container and adding the Brick Arena stock into my own store. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.